Hi guys, Irah here, report for United People's TV. Final score, Manchester United 4, Fenerbahce 1. We're here with Ian from the Manchester United Supporters Trust. And, well, Ian, what are you saying, man? Happy?
I suppose we are happy at 4-1 at home. It's not as ball fest as Monday night was, so yeah, I suppose we'll take it. It's a good stepping stone for the Chelsea match at weekend. So yeah, I think we're all happy all round.
I don't think so. I think, like, like in the first half hour or so, it seemed like the fans were getting frustrated with because we showed some signs of attacking, but there was a lot of misplaced passes, and we're thinking, are we going to get to another half time with no goals?
I was actually thinking that. I thought this would be quite annoying and frustrating if we get to half time. It's going to be 0-0. But I think the frustration was probably because we did it. The side that was put out wasn't a bad side. I think I think 7 changes was what it was announced as, so that possibly had something to do with it. You change that many players and you're not essentially going to get the amount of fluidity. But there was glimpses of it, 5-10 minutes of 1-2 touch football at times that played really well. So I don't know. I think once we actually got that, I'll have a translation at some point. At one point, we just needed that one goal, and that was what kicked it off. And that one goal gave them a Martial run. I've been winding and whining about not actually attacking fullbacks for so long now, and I think we did superb at that, and we got the goal from it. Yeah. Well, the first one, and then the second one followed because it was pretty much the same as the first one. Attacking centre backs and running at them.
Yeah. Good penalty by Pogba. That first the little run up, the little shimmy, the little ZZ.
I'm still he's trying to make his way back to the tunnel now. I'm not entirely sure what. He started shimming. At one point, I thought he was just trying to frustrate the keeper, who'd spend most of his time stood behind the net trying to frustrate him. So yeah. I don't know. There was a lot of Durant. There was loads of people going Rooney. I was like, that. Why is Rooney going to take this? Yeah. And then Pogba turned up, take it, and then. The next minute, Martial's got the ball for the second one. It was the whole sort of Louis van Gaal's sort of list of penalty takers has gone out the window. It just seems to be whoever wants to take one at the moment.
Maybe that's the way it should be. Do you know what I mean? Whoever's feeling confident enough to step up and just crack on with it.
Yeah, I think so. I think if you're going to do that and it works, then why not?
It is as well, because it'll put the keeper off as well, to a certain extent, because if you've got a registered penalty taker, the keeper would have somewhat studied, where the last few penalties are gone, so it kind of puts a bit more pressure on the keeper, I'd say, to that aspect.
I'd go with that. Obviously it's all technical, and they spend quite a bit of time. There's obviously scouts that scout your next opponent, so yeah, sort of information would have been. So yeah, I suppose the change of keeper actually works quite tactically well. I think the sort of impressive thing is obviously the other Pogba goal, and then obviously Lingard's goal as well.
Worldly from Pogba on it, outside the box.
United classed it as a screamer, and they classed it as 2 screamers, and I was like, it wasn't exactly taking the back of the roof with the net off, but it was really well placed. But how many times have we seen him do it for Juventus? I've watched the highlights back just after in the office, and he's got in the right place. We sort of broke. Oh, well, we didn't break. We actually closed down really well. Rooney did a superb sprint and actually intercepted quite well. Ball across the box. Lingard gets a bit lucky with the touch that leaves it on the edge of the box for Pogba, and it's his bread and butter there. He'll have those in the back top corner every day of the week. So that's great to see that we're creating goals like that.
Well, yeah, definitely, because a lot, during the week, there's a lot of people saying, Pogba, hasn't really done a lot, and but then he comes and scores 2 today, and and suddenly those people are just disappearing.
Well, it is though, you start to get on his back when you got an £89 million price tag out. They sing. My other point is the fact that we sing about 50 million down the drain for Martial, and today he was at times terrible. His first touch, his confidence seems to be not there. And I know that there's a lot of people say he needs a run of games, and I did mention the first goal that he did go and take on his man, but it's just seems to be quite lackadaisical at times with passing and touches from him. So there's a couple of negatives still in that squad, especially coming after the second half, where we'd sort of
Yeah, it kind of died down a bit, didn't it?
It died down. It was like, I know that there was some sort of time wasting tactics done with De Gea on the Liverpool game, but that he was taking like 20-30 seconds just to put the ball down, never let slow the game down was ridiculous. So it became quite stagnant for a second half. But I suppose the highlight of the second half for me was watching Van Persie score.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah. Happy Van Persie got that last goal.
Yeah, I think it's, to be honest, he got a super reception in there tonight, and he deserved that because of the way that he left the club and the sort of no sort of communication from the club on it. It's sort of the way.
Just hear the Arsenal fans just throwing the remotes at their TVs. Oh.
No, they were quite happy with beating Lovengrants or whatever they were called yesterday. But the Fenerbahce fans, I think, half of them slightly got kicked out at one point. There wasn't so many of them left by the time he'd scored. They celebrated, and then the rest of Old Trafford erupted into celebration, which I thought was great. They sort of were a bit shocked, like, what the hell's going on here? And his ovation at the end of the match was super.
Thank you. Can I have a...
I love the Irish. Absolutely love the Irish.
I'll have one of what he's had.
I'll have a few more before Chelsea.
So yeah, Chelsea this Sunday, 4 o'clock kickoff UK time. What are you thinking about that game?
I don't know. I think we go into it with a bit of confidence. 4-1 tonight, clean sheet against the Scouts on Monday. I think he's building momentum. I think that's what Mourinho's thinking, is we build momentum for these types of big fixtures.
Yeah, I reckon so. I mean, I know you mentioned about like the time wasting and whatever, but considering the amount of games that we've got to play, in succession, within a short space of time, maybe it's a good thing.
Yeah, possibly. City next Wednesday is going to be another one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's going to be rocking instead of the library it was tonight. So I think there may be some sort of element.
I'm just not looking forward to the loving. Do you know what I mean? Can you imagine the build up on like Sky Sports? Like, do you know what I mean? Like panning to Mourinho every like 2 seconds. Like it's going to be unbearable. Like, did you see the advert? It was like they've called it the return. Like, just shut up.
It's always going to be. You watched BT Sport last night. Steve McManaman spent most of the first half wanking off Man City. And they got beat. It was quite hilarious. But yeah, I thought that was quite essential that we that Sky will build these ones up. It's their game. They're going to want as many viewers as they possibly can. But I think the Mourinho's got to go into that game and go, this isn't about me. This is not about my former club. This is about my current team and actually wanting to go and.
But the TV companies will want it to be about Mourinho because it fits the narrative. You know what I mean? They've hyped it up all weekend. Well, it's Mourinho versus Chelsea, not Manchester United.
Well, if Pogba puts in a cracker and Rashford scores some sort of winner, then he can go sliding down his knees.
Mourinho will have to do something.
On his knees for all I care.
Yeah, Mourinho will have to do something, set up the team in a way that, that we're playing exciting football and that we're attacking. So it is all about the football.
Yeah, because obviously, we play another one of those sort of Liverpool games where now the team and it's all tactical, then he will come under a bit more of cosh, won't we? You'll get that about it, them saying that, it's all tactical, it's all Mourinho parking the bus. And I think that possibly comes against him then, because Conte will probably go, well, in actual fact, we'll give this a go. Why not? We're in our own backyard. He'll have seen the result against Liverpool. He'll see the performance we put him in against there, and he'll realise that we can do that type of performance, and maybe he's going to come out with something to counteract it. So yeah, maybe actually playing some sort of attacking and sort of fluid football that we've seen tonight, and a mix of the defensive stuff, could be quite a good balance for Sunday. Yeah,
well, I think with Rashford and Ibra, to name a couple, rested today. So I think that there'll be first names on the team sheet come Sunday.
Really challenged. I can't guess his teams at the moment.
Oh yeah, you can't, can you really?
Mkhitaryan was starting yesterday, not even in the squad today. What's going on? But yeah, you can't name him, so you've not got a clue what's going to come by Sunday. And again, Wednesday,
True.
We will throw in against City. But you just hope that whoever he does turn up. Ashley Young was the sort of standout of the ones that did come in on Monday night. Tonight, Irah got his plaudits. He was dropped again tonight, didn't play any part tonight. Carrick played a decent performance. Lingard stood up. So, I think, getting these performances out of every man on the squad is going to be quite key. You know, if we do get into sort of like the top end of the, you know, the title battle at the end.
Well, it's going to be an interesting week, isn't it? Coming up, a very, very interesting week. You know, but you know, I believe in Mourinho. I believe that he has picked the correct team for Monday against Liverpool. Correct team today. Correct team for Sunday. Well, we'll have to wait and see. And you know, obviously, same again. You know, with Man City. You know, only the results of those two games will tell us what we need to know. Whether he's, you know, tactically set them up right, whether the players that he's picked, whether they should have been picked or not.
Yeah, and we'll get to a point where we can say yes or no on. You know, it's all on the results, isn't it? You know, this is football; it's results-based business. But you know, I think there's signs there. Defensively against Liverpool, we look solid. Controlled the game for a good part. The start that blew my head off was only having 35% possession. I was like, what?
So, yeah,
but
one shot on target.
But I don't know. But that's the frustrating point about being a United fan. You're not used to this type of us going to Anfield and being there to park a bus, as Mourinho likes to be known. And I don't think he's ever used that phrase in actual fact. So I want somebody to come out and actually tell me when he's used that phrase.
Well, anyway, we'll just wrap it up there, man. Big game on Sunday. Hopefully, we can come away with 3 points, and it'll be all about Manchester United and Chelsea rather than the return. You know what I mean? So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Put your comments in the box below. Let us know what you think. Subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Snapchat, United People's TV. Follow us on Twitter, United People's TV. And Facebook, Instagram. And until next time, come on the Reds!